This boy, named Manco, came from Spain, where political tensions were rife within the government at the time. Conflict ensued between the government and its citizens. Manco lived with his father, mother, and older brother. The next day, he was to start school in a new place. Coming from a different city, Manco was worried that his first day of school wouldn't go well. His older brother tried to calm Manco down so he wouldn't dwell on it, and he was finally able to go back to sleep. Morning arrived. Manco went to school accompanied by his mother. When the teacher called him to the front of the class to introduce himself, his classmates laughed at him. Manco, embarrassed and sad, ran away from school, aimlessly wandering off. His family became worried and tried to find him. Luckily, his older brother managed to find him. The next day, the teacher came to their home to apologize. Manco's mother didn't mind, as a similar incident had happened to Manco at his previous school. Manco then went to his teacher and told him he didn't want to be hurt. The teacher assured him that there would be no violence or teasing at school. Manco eventually returned to school and was reintroduced. The applause from his friends made him feel accepted. From then on, he seemed more cheerful and enthusiastic. Manco even told his mother about it. Not only that, Manco also made a close friend. One time, Manco and his friend were behind a cafe near the school. They accidentally overheard an adult conversation about a widow who wanted to make out with him. Curiosity led Manco to follow the person until he met the woman they had just talked about. The couple then moved to a quieter area, and make out happened. Manco wondered what he had just witnessed, as it was the first time he had seen anything like it. One night, Manco and his brother were walking together. They met a stranger who offered Manco's brother a job as a saxophonist at a party. This offer was a new experience for Manco's brother, although his skills still needed a lot of practice. When the night of the performance arrived, Manco's brother performed quite well. One day, Manco's class held an activity outside the classroom. They went around the school to study butterflies and various insects. However, Manco had an asthma attack. The teacher immediately responded by administering first aid, including putting Manco in water. After his condition improved, Manco was taken home. His parents were very grateful to the teacher for saving their son. As a token of gratitude, Manco's father made a suit for the teacher. The teacher was delighted to receive the gift. Over time, Manco and the teacher grew closer. It was learned that the teacher was also a migrant. He lived alone after his wife died. Although often overcome with the desire to join his wife, he still felt a responsibility to educate his students, including Manco. A few months later, the teacher decided to retire. A farewell party was held, and everyone was saddened by the loss of one of the best teachers there. Despite his retirement, Manco and the teacher remained close. They still met frequently and spent time studying insects and butterflies together. Until one day, Manco's house was visited by armed government officials looking for his father. Manco's mother said that Manco's father was not home. The Spanish government was hunting Republicans, and this situation posed a serious threat to their family. For their safety, the Manco family tried to conceal their identities. A few days later, the public gathered at the government building to watch Republican prisoners being tried. One by one, the prisoners were introduced to the public. Manco's mother pretended to support the government to conceal their identities. Finally, the last prisoner appeared, and he was the teacher. He was arrested and was to stand trial. Manco felt angry and sad, but there was nothing he could do. For Manco, his teacher was the best teacher he had ever met. Manco hoped that someday someone would be able to replace his teacher. And finally, the film ended.